As the President and CEO of Omicron Delta Kappa, I want to welcome you to this initiation ceremony held on your behalf. Those of us who are members of ODK value its high ideals and purposes as we strive to provide leadership and worthy undertakings and to be of service to others. We believe in the tenets of the society and those principles for which it stands. We are pleased and honored to share them with you today as we welcome you into your school circle of Omicron Delta Kappa. Let us welcome Sally Albrecht, Chair of our Board of Trustees, who will lead our opening moment of reflection.
Hello. We are grateful for the privilege of leadership in worthy undertakings and for the ideals of Omicron Delta Kappa. Give to all who are assembled to confer the honors of initiation upon these duly elected members a renewed vision of the meaning of Omicron Delta Kappa. Grant that the desire for creative thinking, for high purposes and ideals, for moral strength and integrity may ever remain close to our hearts. Grant also that we may strive without ceasing to incorporate them into our lives as students, faculty, staff, alumni, and civic leaders. Instill in us the principles of faith and courage, of honest work, and of sacrifice for the tasks that lie before us.
You have undertaken upon yourselves the obligations of membership in the Omicron Delta Kappa Society. This means that you will ever seek to make it a real factor for good in academic and community life, not only in your own college or university, but in American educational institutions at large, as well as in the communities in which you will lead. As a member, you commit that you will make every effort to practice its high ideals, both in private and public life, so that the world may see you as a concrete living example of the great principles of Omicron Delta Kappa. Omicron Delta Kappa was founded on December 3rd, 1914 at Washington and Lee University in Lexington, Virginia. Our 15 founders stated that leadership of exceptional quality and versatility in college should be recognized, that representatives of all phases of college life should cooperate in worthwhile endeavor, and that outstanding students and faculty members should meet on a basis of common interest, understanding, and helpfulness. The motives which guided the founders sprang from the desire to bring together one body for the general good of the institution, leaders from all parts of the college or university community. The success of the ODK idea, an essential part of which is its joint student-faculty character and a determination to maintain a consistent and high standard of leadership recognition, led to the establishment of chapters, which we call circles, at other colleges and universities. The society in which you are about to become a member has a three-pronged mission. Identify, honor, and develop leaders in collegiate and community life. Encourage collaboration among students, faculty, staff, and alumni to advance leadership. And promote and publicize and enhance our ideals. We light a candle to symbolize the ODK ideals by which each of you should strive to embody. Scholarship, to strive for excellence in academics and pursue lifelong learning. Service, to answer the call for action from one's community or country. Integrity, to align one's values and beliefs with behaviors and speech. Character, to distinguish oneself for the good of humanity. Fellowship, to embrace those in the society as equals, seeking inclusive bonds across diverse communities and generations. It has ever been our desire and custom to try to symbolize in material form our dreams, ambitions, ideals, and sentiments. In accordance with this innate desire and feeling, Omicron Delta Kappa has tried to express in material form the key, its noble ideals, lofty aspirations, and altruistic aims. The key, which is struck in the form of a circle, symbolizes union forever and the equality which characterizes membership in Omicron Delta Kappa. The Greek motto for which the letters ODK represents is Hodapno Kumos Kuklos, which translates as the Laurel Crown Circle. Our emblem, the Laurel Crown Circle, stands for success achieved in worthy undertakings. The shape of the key represents the circle, which symbolizes the all-around and inclusive nature of our organization. The 5 stars on the upper bar represent the 5 major phases of college life for which our society stands. Scholarship, athletics, campus or community service, social and religious activities, and campus government, journalism, speech, and the mass media, creative and performing arts. The number 1914 on the lower bar indicates the year in which our society was founded. We who are members of Omicron Delta Kappa have observed your habits, attitudes, and capacities and are pleased with your success, your steady growth as leaders in worthwhile endeavors, and your appreciation of the ideals and purposes of the society. We have asked you here today to make you members of our society and to present to each of you the Laurel Crown Circle, the symbol of achievement. Before we accept you into the Omicron Delta Kappa Society, please listen thoughtfully to these words.
You should know that the Laurel Crown Circle is not only a recognition of past exemplary conduct, but that it must also be to you a constant inspiration to finer and nobler living, so long as you shall live.
You should know that the Laurel Crown Circle is not only a recognition of past loyalty to all good works, but it must also be to you a constant reminder to unselfish service to the society, to your alma mater, and to your vocation, and a lifelong reminder that if greatness is to be achieved, one must serve.
You should know that the Laurel Crown Circle is not only a recognition of past achievement, but that it must also be to you a constant inspiration to spend the rest of your days climbing higher and yet higher, ever remembering that death comes apace and that the longest span of human life is all too short for the completion of the tasks that lie ready to our hands.
Will the candidates for membership please stand wherever you may be and if you are able. You have heard in these words the great unchanging principles upon which our society is founded. If you are willing to accept the lofty ideals, the sense of devotion, and the spirit of aspiration represented in Omicron Delta Kappa, please respond, I will. Then please repeat after me. In the presence of the circle here assembled, I solemnly promise to uphold the ideals and traditions and the national bylaws of Omicron Delta Kappa Society, and to support and loyal service its local and national officers, to participate in its meetings, ceremonies, and initiatives, and to diligently foster lifelong leadership. Congratulations, you may be seated. You have committed to yourself the principles of the Omicron Delta Kappa Society and to our timeless values of scholarship, service, integrity, character, and fellowship. From this day forward and throughout each stage of your life, you will strive to serve as a living example of excellence in leadership. You have been chosen to wear this emblem of distinction because of your loyalty and devotion to your circle, your alma mater, and to the things that are fine and true in life. Wherever possible, wear this pin with pride to demonstrate the honor bestowed upon you today. I will now introduce the presiding officers for each circle. The officers will give a brief history of the circle and then read the names of each initiate. As your name is called, type "I accept" in the chat box. This is a symbolic gesture that you have received the emblems of membership in our society. You will sign the electronic official record book, and when you have the opportunity in the future, you will sign the actual record books at your campuses. I would now like to introduce the Austin Peay State University presenters: Greg Singleton, Circle Coordinator; Calicia Beckwith, Student President; and Abby Hogan, Student Vice President. Greg.
In 1976, Austin Peay State University President Robert O. Riggs appointed a committee to found an honorary society recognizing leadership and contributions to campus life. Mildred Deason, Director of Student Life, faculty member Malcolm Glass, and Bonita Wilson, an undergraduate student, began working to establish a local fraternity honoring campus leaders. This organization was called the Governors Association. The membership of the committee was expanded to include faculty members Diana Brent and Billy Thompson, who volunteered their help. Using regular standards of selection, the committee chose 17 juniors and seniors to be charter members. And in the spring of 1977, the Governors Leadership Society was well established. From the beginning, the group was aware of the importance of establishing meaningful traditions and ceremonies and upholding the highest standards. In October of 1978, the society petitioned Omicron Delta Kappa, asking that the Austin Peay group be considered as a prospective circle. Early in 1979, ODK decided in favor of the petition, and on May 4th, 1979, the Austin Peay State University Circle of Omicron Delta Kappa was installed by national and regional officers and officials. Under the able guidance of the faculty staff secretary and the leadership of many capable students, officers, and members, their circle has grown and flourished. Traditions and service have become increasingly important as the circle has grown, and these traditions and the standards they represent have clearly established ODK as one of the most prestigious honor societies at the institution. Today, over 1,345 students, faculty, staff, and community members have been initiated through the Austin Peay State University Circle. Additionally, our circle has been recognized numerous times with the Circle of Distinction Award, as well as being named numerous times as a recipient of the Presidential Award of Excellence, one of the highest honors bestowed upon a collegiate circle.
Congratulations, all Austin Peay State Governors. I will now start by reading the names. Keto Terrence Aru. Ben Baldwin. Diane E. Bisilia. Brianna Michelle Bledsoe. Maggie Michelle Braden. Tucker Brown. Emma K. Burns. Kelly Renee Carpenter. In Carr. Susan Elizabeth Connor. Ray Cohen. Lynn S. Crosby. Trent Colin Denton. Kaylin Fields. Joshua D. Fitzpatrick. Mallory Reeves Fundora. Mindy Reach. Wyatt Drake Harris. Gerald J. Harrison. Mickey Hefner. Haley K. Jaramillo. Barry R. Jones. King Sanders. Cassidy Brooke Leonard. Summer Long. Catherine Lutz.
JC Michelle Mays. Isabel Catherine Marie Melvin. Sharonda Millender. Rodney Mills. Eric M. Norman. Allison Drew Rogers. Kirsten Elizabeth Roop. Mackenzie M. Ross. Iva May Rubio. Jennifer Sanchez. Matthew Charles Sims. Kia T. Smith. Ashley Songer. Lindsay Spears. Caitlin Steed. Presley A. Sykes. Alyssa Sophia Tombach. Kaylee J. Waskowitz. Russell Weaver. Brooklyn White. Danelle Whiteside. Alexandra Wills. Laura Janessa Wine. Brandon Wood. Nathaniel Woodard. Congratulations, Govs.
Thank you, Austin P. Next, we will be welcoming the new initiates and the faculty and staff and the personnel from Lincoln Memorial University please welcome Stan Kunagelis.
Lincoln Memorial University was founded in 1897 in fulfillment of a thank you from President Lincoln for the support produced by East Tennessee in the Civil War. Lincoln Memorial University sits on 2 campuses in Harrogate, Tennessee, and in Knoxville, Tennessee, serving close to 5,000 students. The LMU Circle of ODK was chartered on August 24th, 2013, and since then has initiated close to 140 members. Lincoln Memorial University will continue to grow as the university's interest in the allied health professions grows, having now developed in this century medical schools, veterinary schools, physician assistance programs, and shortly to come, physical therapy and occupational therapy will grow together.
We are also joined by the Reverend Robert Jackson.
Good evening. Madeline G. Bailey. Jeffrey A. Chestnut. Tyler J. Chitwood. Logan Craig Clark. Emma Louise Cummings. Wanda Catherine Eldahan. Joe Gill. Ashley Ann Hamati. Kimberly K. Curtis. Zainulabedin Mahmood. Shelby Michaela Murphy. Robin L. Reed. Heather L. Sexton. Austin H. Smith. Dawn M. Spangler. Congratulations and blessings to all the new members of the LMU Circle of ODK.
Thank you, Lincoln Memorial University, and congratulations. Let us next please welcome Ashley Towers, Student President, and Wellesley Kelly, Student Vice President from the Circle at the Citadel, the Military College of South Carolina.
Good evening, everyone. After today's ceremony, 238 cadets, students, faculty, staff, and alumni will have been inducted into the Citadel's ODK Circle since it was chartered in May 2017. In addition to a variety of service learning and community engagement efforts, the chapter is most proud of its flagship event, an annual leadership and ethics symposium for approximately 65 students from all 15 area public high schools. Each year's program, which is centered on small group discussions and experiential learning opportunities, is designed and executed by Citadel students. Although the pandemic presents additional challenges, we remain hopeful that we will be able to host students for the 4th annual Citadel Leadership and Ethics Conference this spring. And I want to congratulate and welcome all of the Citadel inductees, and I'll now read your names. Carson Adams. Joseph Blackard Baker. Nicholas Tyler Beveridge. Samuel G. Bloomer. Robert Maxwell Brabston. Cole Burke. Corey Matthew Bird. Michael Richard Cassell. Sebastian Colazzo. Robert Thomas Crawford. Brett Davis. Brittany Marie Deckard. Haley Rose Dittenmeyer. Taylor R. Diggs. Hannah M. Dion. James Lee Dixon. Rebecca E. Earhart. Lee Evans. Evan N. Fish. Aaron Ray Garber. Grayson Mark Dawson Gaskew. Joshua Paul Grzinski. Carrie Gordon. Michael Ryan Greco. Harrison Wolf Hemminghouse. Hunter Hutton. James William Jeffcoat II. Jared M. Johnson. Kyle William Kretzer. Angelia Lance. Emery Davis Latimer. Samuel F. Little.
Marshall Montgomery McGee. Regina Amber Miles. Brittany B. Morgan. Alyssa Morooka. Blake Richard Nestock. Paul Riley Olkers. Kevin Sammy Penier Salvam. Akil Prathapiti. Aiden Kyle Puzio. Philip Quinn. Ian Mitchell Rogers. Hannah L. Roth. Ashley Jessica Ruiz. Garrett Joseph Siebold. Eric F. Skinner. Shiloh Ophelia Smiles. Grant Robert Spear. Trey J. Stevens. Kevin Christopher Swain. Adam Leslie Swanson. Amanda Beth Teague. Cameron Scott Thomas. Eric Vettel. Luke Timothy Vettel. Adam Walker. Jeremy A. Walker. Tyler Matthew Wall. Barisha L. Washington. Harrison Cameron Wedgeworth. Philip Wayne Wellens. Caleb Williams. Joseph Brandon Catirial Item. Thank you, Citadel inductees. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ashley and Wesley. Congratulations indeed. And finally, please let us welcome Willie Slamp, student president from Trinity University, to tell us about their circle and to present their initiatives.
Thank you. So the Trinity Circle was chartered in April 2012 at Trinity University in San Antonio, Texas. Our circle has inducted 214 members to date and is looking forward to welcoming 35 new members, our largest induction class ever, tonight. Elizabeth Renee Bachman. Victoria Elizabeth Bell. Lillian Benporad. Belinda Benavides. Abriana Jolie Sitta. Andrea C. Cruz. Theo Nugak Dinna. Sophia Rosella Abel. Christopher C. Goldman. Angela Dawn Graff. Michaela M. Greener. Jacob F. Gribble. Patrick Hensley. Catherine Grace Hoffman. Colin Ernest Holy. Victoria Ann Hugler. Brandon Nasri Jafar. Lyric Johnson. Shelby Jordan. Zyvan F. Kirk. Catherine A. Knight. Autumn K. Lucas Marinelli. Garrett Page. Amelia Ann Powell. Grace Rea. Sydney T. Rhodes. Sol C. Rivas Lopez. Emma Caroline Ross. Marielle Ann de la Cruz Sambale. Rebecca Schwab. Tristan James Lawrence Smith. Sydney Strickland. Ashlyn Taylor. Brian Nathan Janselson. Zachary Young.
Thank you, Trinity University, and congratulations to all of your new initiates. I want to offer my congratulations actually for all of this evening's initiates of Omicron Delta Kappa. Initiates, please remember to sign the digital record book. To conclude the ceremony, please let us welcome Cynthia Uvito, Circle Coordinator at Trinity University.
Our eyes are open to all lovely objects of righteousness and truth, courage and enthusiasm, high impulse and lofty thought. In this our hour of great dedication, let us go out into the world and keep fresh in our lives the ideals which we have affirmed here today.
Thank you for your participation in this evening's initiation ceremony. We hope that you will be an active member of your circle on campus and continue to stay in touch with our society as your career progresses. Information about Omicron Delta Kappa and our member benefits, including our annual National Leadership Conference, which will be held next April 8th through 10th in 2021, are located on our website at odk.org. Good night and good luck, and thank you again. And once more, congratulations.